Hello there everybody, this is Amigos times 3 here with a Blood Hound guide. I'm doing a guide for every single character in Apex Legends, and I'll be doing all the new ones when they come out. So keep your eyes peeled and subscribe and click that little notification bell if you want to see more content from me. Alright, so a Blood Hound, you want to always make sure you take the high ground, keep a high vantage point to know what's going on, and never be afraid to push through smoke or anything of the such, because you always have your little ping ability to know where everyone is. So you can get a couple seconds of easy footage. Here you go, pushing in. Here as you can see the smoke's about to go off, and I use my ult to push in with a degree of safety there. I have advantage in the smoke. As Blood Hound, always take advantage of the smoke, and always try to have a Bangalore on your team. Very important, very strong combination that gives you a huge advantage. Using that additional 35% speed to go here, take some cover, and then push upstairs to help press the enemy. I realized they're locked in the door here, so I use that additional speed to flank around when my teammates bust through the door and catch them by the surprise. Then if you see me, I come over here, and we're getting sniped at here, but we're pressing that team as they're attacking us. Just want to make sure we're not getting snuck up on and see where they're at. So I ping through the wall there, get an easy pick on that last guy. There he is. It's a very effective way to use the Blood Hound ping ability. Now, I wanted to talk about here just how important it is to keep an eye on those little tracker markers. It's so powerful. It's honestly, it's Blood Hound's, well, second biggest advantage. Is obviously his ult's amazing. So you always want to watch for those little tracker markers. Each one means something different, and they tell you exactly what the enemy legends are doing, whether they've dropped down, vaulted up, healed, climbed, died, got knocked, anything and everything it will tell you. So right here, I'm always pinging. As always, I'm pinging so my teammate knows what's going on. I see the enemies there. I know there's a downed Mirage that got res right there, so I'm using grenades to push him out. And then I'm just picking him off here because he was forced out by the grenades. This is just, this isn't directly related to Blood Hound, but it's always important to have grenades on you, as well as map awareness. Because having those grenades there netted me an easy kill, and then a second one when I picked off the Pathfinder. Here you are, second later. This shows a really good representation of what not to do with Blood Hound. This is me improperly using the ult, and I still win the fight, but it would have been significantly easier if I had actually used my ult. This is where I should have popped it, was as I was pushing up there. I should be in my ult right now. I should have that 35% move speed, and I should just be able to move so fast that these guys would have trouble hitting me at this close of a range. But here I am. I just don't have that speed boost, and I have to pick them off normally. So while it's not always necessary, it's incredibly important to use it when it comes, as in right here. Very good use of my ultimate right here to survive a ridiculously dangerous situation. I landed bad. I was trying to cover my teammate, but I hadn't realized he had moved. Completely my fault, but I'm in a really bad spot now. I'm most likely going to die. I get a little bit of cover. I down one person, to make sure that the enemies are a little busy and aren't too interested in just running me down, and then using my 35% move speed to run away, which is, since the Blood Hound buff came out, he is now the fastest character in the game. A Octane with ult or a Pathfinder ziplining and grapple hooking cannot keep up with an ulting Blood Hound. No one can catch him. So the next part of his kit that's very, very powerful is his tracking ability. Those little marks as I talked about, you're gonna see me here chase down a crypto that would have most likely gotten away if it wasn't for the fact that I was playing Blood Hound. So I ignore everyone there. I'm looking for the crypto. I scan, I don't see him. I take high ground here. I'm still looking for him. I don't see the crypto. I don't know where he is. This is problematic because I don't want him just wandering around getting his squad. So I see the footprints, making sure I got the right set of tracks. Then I start chasing him down. Heading here, don't have my ult, otherwise I would have popped it. Since I had the tracks up, I saw his drone going out around the side. I knew where he was. I'm getting my little ping back, getting ready to use it here. Pop it, see exactly where he is with active tracking, then take him out. Drop down the side of the thing to mess up his aim, and then just drop him. This here is how to not use your ult. I popped it when they could see me. I pull it out. I'm not really using it for movement. I'm not using my ult for anything. I just lost my ult and got myself killed because I fought without my teammates. Very important as Blood Hound. Don't go and commit suicide with your ult. Don't just pop it for no reason to catch up to a teammate that's when there's no combat going on, or just to look around and see if you see anyone. Use your ult for moving really, really fast in combat. There's also times in combat, like you see right here, where I could have used my ult, but there was absolutely no reason to, so I didn't. I realized we needed the area, so I moved up. I got a quick pick right at the beginning. I move up here. I see the caustic. I get another quick pick on him. I'm looking around for the final character. I realize it's a Watson. I see him in there. Then I realized it's maybe not a Watson. It's a soft Pathfinder. I was confused, but since I knew my teammates were pushing in, I just started chucking grenades. And we got a nice clean win there. And don't go just for the glory. If you can play tactical, play tactical. I covered their exit. That way they had no way to escape from my teammates there. This here, another option of Blood Hound is not necessarily the strongest right out of the gate. Because as you see here, I know where they're at. I know they're down here. I would have known that with or without the tracking markers, although the tracking markers showed their exact positions. But so here I am. I just pick them off. I finish them off here. And I'm looking around. The thing is, I can hear people. I know they're around. I don't know exactly where they are though. So I'm just trying to be careful, see what's going on, see what I can do. And then I get up here. I hear the caustic coming behind me. I take him out. Always take time to aim your shots if they're out of ammo. But the problem is I'm not pinging. I'm not using my abilities. I'm not doing the things that would have maybe made it safer. I would have known that caustic was coming sooner if I'd used my scan. I could have fought him at a better spot. Blood Hound here. So something you need to keep in mind with Blood Hound here is the fact that you don't have any kind of abilities that help you right on drop or in this kind of situation. So see, I actually went and tried to take this train here because my teammate was there first, so I knew he would have a gun. And we ended up taking it. It's fine, but all the same, it was kind of a bad situation, and it could have gone way, way worse than it did. Here it was pretty much okay, but it could have went really, really badly because I'm not a character that has any kind of advantage for the train. And so it's something you might want to tend to stay away from when you're Blood Hound, is try to stick to situations when you drop that's a little bit quieter, because you don't want to be pushed into that. And here's the situation where I should have pinged, but I didn't, and my teammate ended up dying here. But this is just really good positioning and something you need to watch for. So I picked out the Octane there and took out the Mirage. Ended up getting my teammate off. Now, pay attention here. You can hear the auto res happening in the background from the revive shield. I get my teammate up first because resing your teammate is like 25% faster than doing the res shield, and so you can always get that off first. See me here using Beast of the Hunt very properly, using that extra move speed to pick people off, to move faster than them, to outposition them. Picked him off even though he had his devotion revved up before I did. Little bit more accurate with his shots, but because I had that movement, I was able to strafe around him and gun him down. See his teammate coming, just let my teammate do some of the initial damage there, just pivoting around. Getting good pivot, sliding behind of all that movement, so that way she's flanked. As you can see, I wanted to say here, Blood Hound is a significant... This is one of the things that you don't have to worry about that much with Blood Hound that you do with other characters. Running through an area like this normally would be extremely dangerous and you're most likely going to get ambushed. But with Blood Hound, you don't really have to worry about that because you can see the tracker icons. As you see here, here's another example of how to properly use the ult. You can see I pull it up and then I'm firing while moving forward. So I'm using that ult's 35% extra speed to help close gaps while I'm shooting. So I see him picked off. I'm looking around trying to see where his teammate is. He ended up moving off the cliff, but I didn't notice. So we go over here. I use my ult. I pull up my Prowler. It has a significantly slower, it has less slowdown than the Devotion does, so that's why I used it there. Lets me push up nice and easily. Scanning for enemies, looking around, trying to stay mobile so I don't get sniped. Going back here to pick this guy off because I'm assuming he has a self-res. Then noticing he has one teammate left over there because my teammate pinged it. Just taking him out with an arc star. There you go. know the caustic's dead as well, and so then I'm just moving on. You can see here, very important. This is with every character. If you ping, if you're worried about whether or not something's inside ring, you can ping it, and then you know because you can see it on the map. It's very powerful. You see, I used my little icons there to know that a team went down that slope into those houses. So instead of keeping the Kraber, I switched back to my Prowler, so that way I have the close range advantage, which actually wins me the game later in this match. So as you can see right here, this is the end of the match. I ult, so I have that speed boost. I end up getting hit by the arc stars because I didn't move. I was trying to pick the Pathfinder. My teammate ends up getting the kill, but gets down. Slide under with that speed boost. Lifeline. Oh, the Wraith almost gets me there, but it will slip under. Accidentally pick off the wrong target first. Get down the Wraith as well, and then just get the win. Yeah, as you can see here, I'm going for the finisher. But I just wanted to say, if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and click that little notification bell.